Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ariana and today we're going to be creating this natural yet not so natural makeup look. I did end up doing some faux freckles here. I don't know if you can catch them from this far. But if you guys want to learn how I got this look and how I created the faux freckles, then let's just get right into the video. Alright, so to start off, I kind of already did my eyebrows. I don't know if you guys can tell. I try to make them like really bushy and just like fluffy and like natural looking. So I use the Cella Tantalizing Taupe Eyebrow Cream, and this is in the shade Taupe. It comes with a little pomade thing right here, and I use the Anastasia Beverly Hills number 12 brush, which is this one right here. It's a very small, precise eyebrow brush, so I feel like this was literally perfect just to go like that, that, and that. So basically what I did is I combed my eyebrow hairs upward first, and then whatever direction that they were on, I kind of just went the same direction with the brush, so like that. I wanted to keep my eyebrows looking as natural as possible, so I'm going to go in with the Benefit 24-Hour Brow Setter. This is literally the bomb. It's like glue for your brows. Literally keeps your eyebrows in place. So I basically want my eyebrow hairs to kind of like stick up like a natural bushy brow would do, so that's what I'm doing. I don't know if you guys can tell the difference between this brow and this brow. It looks super natural and fluffy. A good little tip if you don't know how to fill in your eyebrows naturally is to always go in with a really firm sticking gel, and then just putting the brow gel on first, moving your hairs upwards, and then just allowing it to dry up, so then it'll be hard and in place. So then that's when you can go in with the eyebrow products and stuff, and it'll be a lot easier. This is what my eyebrows look like. They're looking really good. If you guys don't like eyebrows like this, then I just recommend just going in with an eyebrow gel like this one. This is the Brow Gal brow gel. It comes with a little like color in it. This is the taupe one, and it tints and just sort of makes the hairs thicker. So now that the brows are in place, I'm just going to go ahead and carve them out a little bit. I'm going to be using the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define Concealer, and I'm just going to put that in the back of my hand. Usually I would literally just go straight in with the product and apply it to my brows, but we want to keep it as natural as possible. So I'm just going to go in with my Morphe M178 brush and just going to grab a little bit of the product, just working it in on my hand first, and then we're going to apply it to the brows. Then just like really subtle. And you're not going to want to drag it down, just because that will keep your eyebrows looking like you didn't do anything to them, which, look at it. It looks so natural, so beautiful, so pretty, you know, looking just right. I'm also going to be putting a little bit of the concealer on the top of the brow, but literally just going lightly with concealer. You don't want to go overboard because you want to still keep it looking natural and just like fluffy and stuff, so just like if you've never even touched them. Don't get me for saying natural when it's not natural, because trust me, this is natural for me. So if you wear a lot of makeup and you're like me and you're like, oh, I wear everything, then this is gonna be natural for us, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and apply the Maybelline Master Prime Hydrate and Smooth Primer. Okay, now that that is on, I'm going to go in with my all-time favorite, the Coola Sun Silk drops. We're going to go ahead and apply the Anastasia Beverly Hills Stick Foundation. I am in the shade Warm Natural. It looks just like this. Now I'm just going to go ahead and blend that with this damp sponge. This is by Real Techniques. It's so good. And I am just going to be blending this into my skin. This looks like such light coverage, but it still has coverage in it. But we're gonna go in with the LA Girl Pro Concealer, and this is in the shade Creamy Beige, and I'm just basically going to be concealing with this. I'm not gonna use my Tarte Shape Tape or any of that because this video is a little different, if you can't already tell. Like, we want to do something a little natural, but we're still keeping it, you know, classy and stuff. So the LA Girl Pro Concealer is. If you guys see me looking this way, I feel so bad. It's just because I literally have my mirror right here, and I literally have to like look at it for me to put everything in the right place. So I'm sorry about that.
What?
I love you, Chloe.
What do you expect me to say to that?
Well, that you love me too. She's been dead almost as long as your dreadful relationship to Pierce.
So now that the cream products are on my face, I'm going to go in with the Mario Badescu spray and just spritz this all over my face. So now that my skin has absorbed all of the lavender spray, I'm going to go in with the powder. For today, we're going to be using something that I haven't used on my channel and I'm excited to try. It is the original formula Airspun Loose Face Powder. You guys know a lot of people use this, so I'm really excited to use this. When it comes with a little puff. So I'm going to go ahead and just set like where I put the concealer. The shade that I got is the Translucent Extra Coverage because I figured you can't go wrong with translucent, so that's what I'm doing. Don't you just hate when it has like those irritating pieces of tape and you can't take them off because of your nails? Oh my gosh, how am I gonna take them off? Why is this the hardest piece? Are you kidding me? That wasn't even the plastic to open it. There's like a whole different plastic here to... Wow, I'm so pissed. Wow. Literally went through all that and that wasn't even the piece to open it. I'm so pissed. So I'm going to use this tiny Real Techniques sponge. I use this to set my face, but I'm just going to go ahead and go over it with my wet sponge and just make sure that there's no creasing because we don't want creasing, honey. We don't want it. We don't need it. She not invited, you know. Alright, so I'm actually going to go in with the BH Cosmetics number 4 brush. I used this in my last video. I have been obsessed with the brushes. They're so good. But I really like this one for setting the face. So it's really small. You would think I'd get a big brush, but this has really been doing the job. So far so good. But we're going to be going in with bronzer. I am going to be using the Wet n Wild bronzer in Ticket to Brazil. I saw this in Daisy Marquez's video and I was like, I have to buy this. Like, I have to buy this. So we're going to go ahead and use this, and I'm going to be applying it with the BH Cosmetics number 2 brush, which I used in my last video. It's so good. Definitely recommend these brushes. These are so good and affordable. It's a pretty color. It's like a nice subtle bronzer and it just makes you look like you were tanning in the sun at the beach in California or Florida, you know, but I'm actually in Jersey. So moving on, we're going to be using this Luxie 201 brow and lash brush. This is like just a spoolie brush, and surprisingly we're going to be using this to create faux freckles. Sounds crazy, sounds weird, but I actually learned this a few years ago when Chantal Jeffries posted this. I don't even remember where she posted it. It was a while ago, and she did faux freckles using this, like a spoolie and an eyeshadow. So I went digging in my little makeup collection, and I found this Book of Beauty Bronze Texture Natural Warmth palette by Pixi. It looks just like this. It has like the perfect colors, I think, for faux freckles, because you don't want them to be too harsh and way pigmented. So these are pigmented enough to show up on the skin. So I'm going to be using some combination of these colors right here and the spoolie. So what I'm basically going to do is kind of just scrape enough of the product onto the spoolie, and then make sure you tap off some of the excess. And then once that is done, you want to kind of just lean back and place the spoolie right on top of your nose and just kind of like dab the excess off, kind of like if you were shaking the brush off and just tapping off the excess. So once you do it a few times, this is what it should look like. It looks a mess, but I promise it is a work in progress. So what you're going to do is just to go in with the sponge that has whatever excess product in it, and you're basically just going to want to pat them in. And make sure that the sponge isn't like wet. To finish just diffusing that, it should look something like this. They look really natural and subtle and stuff, but if you do want to go with something a little more intense, then what I recommend you do is go in with the BH Cosmetics number 12 brush, which is this liner brush right here. And I'm just going to be grabbing some of the excess powder on the palette, if you guys can see it right there. I'm just going to dip into them, just kind of mixing the two, just making sure you tap off the excess, and then just going in like wherever you want, just applying some dots around your face. So once that is done, we're just going to go in with that powder brush from before and just kind of diffusing it all and just blending it into the skin. I'm going to go ahead and just curl my lashes. Now that the lashes are curled, I'm just going to be going in with my Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. This is in black, so I'm just going to try to coat the tops of the lashes, not the bottom, just so it can look a lot more natural looking. With whatever is left on the brush, I'm just going to go ahead and coat the lower lashes. There's not going to be a lot left, so that's just going to make it look a lot more natural. I'm going to be using this Note blush. It actually broke on me, so I only kept this, but it's like a nice curl. It's a nice coral shade. I'm just going to apply that to the tops of the cheeks. And for highlighter, we're going to be using the Pretty Vulgar Shimmering Swan Glow Up Illuminator. And then I'm going to top it off with the Catrice Ultimate Color lipstick, and this is in the shade 380, which is Nude-tastic. It looks just like this. And this is the finished look. I really hope you guys enjoyed this natural, not so natural makeup look. If you guys did, make sure you guys give it a huge thumbs up. Make sure you guys also subscribe if you aren't already, and leave a comment down below telling me what your favorite color is. Anyways, I love you guys so much, and until next time.